Two New York police officers have been shot dead in their patrol car in what appears to be vengeful executions. The officers were ambushed and shot at point-blank range. The gunman later committed suicide by turning the weapon on himself. He made threats on social media to kill police officers just hours before the shooting in response to the deaths of Michael Brown and Eric Garner. RT's Alexei Yaroshevsky has the story.
Eyewitnesses report of at least 8 gunshots that they heard, which rocked the quiet afternoon on Saturday in Brooklyn, in the heart of New York City. A man was already been identified by the police as a 20-year-old resident of Baltimore, walked from one of those buildings 3 blocks that way and fired several shots on the police car standing on the side of the road. Both of the policemen inside the car were rushed to the hospital, but the authorities have now confirmed that both of them died because of those severe injuries. This incident in Brooklyn happens amid a wave of nationwide protests regarding police brutality, and the man himself, the perpetrator, made no secret of his intentions. Of course, he also said that the things he was about to do were related to the injustice in the cases of Mike Brown and Eric Garner. Alexei Yaroshevsky, RT, reporting from Brooklyn in New York City.
Well, anger over police brutality has been running high across the United States since an officer killed Eric Garner with a chokehold in New York and the fatal shooting in August of unarmed black teenager Michael Brown in Missouri. Political analyst Caleb Mopin believes security agencies might use the murder of the police officers to try and justify a crackdown on peaceful protests over police brutality.
It's important to be clear that the New York City Police Department has the biggest public relations budget of any police department in the entire United States, and that they are going to try and utilize what occurred today. They're going to try and utilize it to create sympathy for the police and to justify probably a bigger crackdown on the peaceful protests which have been taking place. And there is an atmosphere of violence that has been created in New York City. And many of the people that I've spoken to who attend the protests say that they've tried other things. They've tried voting for elected officials. They've tried lobbying Congress. They've tried writing letters to elected officials. Nothing has changed. The protests are really a realization that it's not going to be within the power structure that these changes are going to come about.